বিজনেস লাইনে একটা আর্টিকেল বেরিয়েছিল রিগার্ডিং ইস্টার্ন জোন ভার্সাস ওয়েস্টার্ন জোন এবং সাউথ জোনে মিউচুয়াল ফান্ড যেগুলো হয় অনেকটা ব্যালেন্সড মিউচুয়াল ফান্ড পারচেস করে ওয়েস্টার্ন জোন অ্যান্ড সাউদার্ন জোন, whereas ইস্টার্ন জোন মানে বিহার, ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গল, ঝাড়খণ্ড এরা অনেকটা ইকুইটি বেসড মিউচুয়াল ফান্ডের দিকে ঝোঁক বেশি। তো এই বিষয়ে আলোচনা করবার জন্যে বা লোককে জিজ্ঞাসা করার জন্য একদিন লেকে গেছিলাম। তো আই স্টেপড ইনটু এ ওয়ান পার্সন হু ইজ এ চার্টার্ড অ্যাকাউন্টেন্ট। লেট লিসন হিজ ডিটেলস অ্যানালিসিস।
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is GPG Sharma, Chartered Accountant. I understand what your question is regarding securities you are asking for. The question is like these securities are divided into various categories. One is equity, one is preference, one is debts. In debts again there are two categories are there. One is bonds, one is debentures. And again bonds there are two categories are there. One is private sector, one is public sector.
Yes.
The most safest is public sector. But in public sector case, what happens is the interest in comparison to the private sector is low.
Yes.
But in private sector, the concept is interest is high, but risk factor is also high. In case of interest, what happens is you will not get the tax benefit. It is subject to taxation.
Yes.
If I am falling under the higher brackets of taxation, then net return is minus 33%. Where the average rate is 30-35% is the taxation to the high net HNI individuals.
Okay.
High net worth individuals.
Yes.
So from the concept of equity point of view, preference gives very low return.
Yes.
That's a very few people do interest in companies.
Yes.
Now it comes to where to invest, whether to equity or in case of debt side. So the questions, one is liquidity concepts, one is confidence concepts,
Yes.
one is maturity concept,
Yes.
one is knowledge about the securities and what is happening in the market.
Yes.
So when you are talking the western side and the eastern side,
Yes.
western side is the financial hub of the country.
Yes.
Not only the country in the international spirit also, they are involving in all these activities. So they have more confidence and more knowledge.
Yes.
So because of the business line you said, like this many newspapers are that like Economic Times is there, Business Standard is there. So they do analyze and
Yes.
there are many consultants also there.
Yes.
So then the group as a whole are going towards the bonds and bonds also again depends upon the USA bonds.
Yes.
When the US bond market fluctuates, the Indian bond market also fluctuates. Now, when I want complete security, my first preference is FD.
FD.
So when I go above FD, then I will go to equity. That equity which is most secured.
Yes.
Technically blue chip companies.
Yes.
Like Cisco, L&T, Reliance. They have never, they always get paid. They give good dividend.
Yes.
And also, the only exception recently took place is ITC. ITC was for a long time between 108 to 208, 108 to 200 for a long time.
Yes.
So people have not earned much from equity. But in the past 6 months, it has gone from 182 to now it is 400 plus.
Yes.
Now State Bank of India,
Yes.
only 2 years back it was 150.
Yes.
Now it is ranging between 800 to 900.
Yes.
So like L&T, ITC, or all these blue chip companies, they give very high net worth.
Yes.
That's why people in the eastern side prefer equity. So for debentures is concerned, eastern side has suffered a loss in,
Yes.
by investing in debentures.
Because they are taking more leverage in equity.
More leverage. The more important point is some people who have invested in the debt bonds in the eastern side, like say Infrastructure Finance Limited,
Yes.
that company got collapsed.
And some way around, has to do something with the employment that we are taking too much in equity,
Yeah.
and they are taking balanced approach. Something has to play with the employment.
Employment, no, it is like this. From the company's point of view, they prefer debt more because interest they will get the tax benefits.
Yes.
Dividend they are not going to get the tax.
Yes.
The companies they leverage in such a manner. So equity and debt
And maximum company is situated in western side.
Western
Yes.
side.
Eastern
So
side is less.
Few companies are there.
Yes.
This is all my opinion. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
God
Thank